Hello, this is episode 7 of the Gay Schizophrenic, and I am gay and schizophrenic as promised. First point I'd like to make to any of our loyal viewers is I'm not going to be playing any more long recordings with the tape player due to sound issues, and it doesn't seem to work. So, we're just going to go ahead and stop doing that. So, my first point today, which I'm going to use tape recorder, just to remind me what the first point is. Point 1. Not using the tape recorder to play yourself for long periods of time. Okay, so that was point 1. We already made that point. It's a short point. Let's get on to the second point. Point 2. More proof that I'm an elf. Okay. Let's see. More proof that I'm an elf. Well, besides the pointy ears that used to be pointier, as discussed in an earlier video, and I had a sinus surgery because some girls had giggled at him. The pointier points were clipped off. So, used to be more evidence. And wasn't actually born, kind of wandered out of the woods when appearing the age of 3 to my parents' house, who adopted me as a family. And I forged all the documents because elves are good at forging documents that I'm actually a human. And I came out to some kind of soda making machine. And so there, that's pretty much all the proof you really need now, isn't it? Well, there's more proof. Before I got kicked out of Navy boot camp, they tested my hearing. Most people, they just tested it once to make sure you weren't deaf. For me, they actually tested it 5 or 6 times and then told me my hearing was supernatural, the best they'd ever heard. And of course, I've been working in machine shops and factories, so it's probably dulled a little bit from that. And every hearing test I've ever taken, they insisted that my hearing was incredible. Very elf-like, isn't it? So that's just proof that I'm an elf. Let's see what point number 2 is. Huh? Point 3. How I'm actually an anarchist. Alrighty, well, we're going to go ahead and skip over the points. We'll come back to that one. Mainly, I want to talk about how everyone's brainwashed. You're brainwashed. I'm brainwashed, which is great when you realize it because you realize that free will is an illusion and you're just doing whatever you're brainwashed to do. So let's see, my brainwashing, since we'll talk about me. Earliest memory is of the dog being poisoned on Easter. A lot of symbolism there with Jesus and all that. And the Easter Bunny, which I ran about Jesus and the Easter Bunny in my sleep sometimes. And there's that. That's just step 1 on the brainwashing, whatever path that set me on. And the next earliest memory is of me playing with a toy tank the next day. And it was tons of fun. I remember it being tons of fun, but it was clearly a toy built to instill militaristic feelings and patriotism. So it's just there. Now, of course, the brainwashing goes on throughout my life of, do good in school, go to college, get married, all the stuff I didn't do that disappointed my parents. And, join the military, which of course I did because I was brainwashed and wanted to be trained in electrical stuff. The best we can really hope for is to decide who brainwashes us. Now, you don't get a choice of which family you get. So they're going to brainwash you however they feel like. Guess one of the good things about having a kid, make them hate the same things you do. But let's see. How do you choose who brainwashes you? Well, there's the obvious. You get to choose your own religion, or at least you think you do. And so they can brainwash you even more, make you believe ridiculous things that you'll go along with to be part of the club. And I had a Christian Bob for my 4-year job as a courier for an auto parts delivering place. He told me that he thought written history began in 1917. I said, well, I have books older than that in my house, the family Bible, and just other books older than that. We have stuff older than that, like a Confederate short sword from the Civil War, made out of a sickle blade. It seemed kind of ridiculous that written history started in 1917. That's the ending of World War One or getting close to the end of it, I guess. Why they suddenly start writing things down in the middle of World War One, I don't know. But of course, there's the commonly held belief the world's only 4,000 years old, which, yeah, if you think you believe that, you don't. You're just trying to fit into some club, Christianity, or certain sect of Christianity, since you think the other sects are wrong. So you think you're choosing your own brainwashing, but you were brainwashed long before that, I believe. Or maybe you weren't brainwashed enough and you thought you needed to be more brainwashed, so you went ahead and joined a cult. So yeah, no one really believes the world's only 4,000 years old. They're just saying it to fit in. So you could choose your own brainwashing if you it's based on your previous brainwashing and lack of free will to choose more brainwashing, which you're choosing because you're brainwashed. Now, why did I decide to join a Christian church? I forget what they're called. People there were really nice and got love bombed a little bit. And yeah, so let's see here. Why did I do that? Well, specifically, I was washing dishes and at a job, and I thought, wow, if only I had the sign from Jesus. Maybe I'd go back to Christianity, which I was raised in, Catholicism, which I don't believe that bullshit anymore. I guess I was brainwashed to accept the brainwashing for a little bit, and then I stopped believing it, pick a new brainwashing, not believe that, and now I'm trying to live brainwashing free, which is impossible because you're brainwashing right now. Yeah, all the people that watch or don't watch these videos directly affects my self-esteem, changes what I should talk about, what's popular to talk about. I'm learning, so I'm being brainwashed by the viewer, right now, and I'm actively trying to brainwash you. Don't worry, it's friendly brainwashing, make you a better person. So yeah, so let's see here. So let's see what the next point is. Let's see if I'm staying on topic here. Point four: how we're all brainwashed. Okay, yep. So we're sticking to that topic. We're trying to stick to the topic now and keep the videos at under 10 minutes. Little 10-minute clips of funny instead of me just sitting there with a tape recorder playing stuff you can't understand because I'm delightfully insane and not a sound guy. I'm not a professional with a computer. Didn't really think through that most people couldn't hear what was in the videos. So we still got a minute and 15 seconds left before I wrap it up. So you're brainwashed, and at this point, you were brainwashed pretty much from your earliest memories, or maybe you remember the start of the brainwashing. Then in life, you think you get to choose your own brainwashing. In case you don't feel you're brainwashed enough, you can go ahead and get brainwashed. Now, I decided to get brainwashed because I was washing dishes and Charlie Daniels came on. It's one of the few songs on my playlist from YouTube that mentions Christianity. So I thought, hey, there's Jesus. So I joined a cult, joined a church for a little bit, tried to believe what they believed, but what they believed was ridiculous. I lost them when I questioned Noah's Ark. I said, how is it possible to get every animal, when you think about the rainforest and all that crap, thousands of species, onto one boat? And they told me that penguins used to have different migration paths, which the guy doesn't really believe because he's not insane. He's just trying to fit into the club. So yeah, there's that. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up now. Hopefully you thought a little bit about brainwashing and how you're brainwashed. And we encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Once again, my pronouns are we, us, and them. Don't insist you use them. Don't know how you would use them. I'm simply an I. But yeah, I use them in my speech because I'm delightfully insane. And we hope you're enjoying this series. I think episode 2 is the funniest. So if you think I'm funny, start with that one. Episode 1's the most offensive. Say a lot of stuff against Christianity, which is not my intention. Only brought it up this time because we're talking about brainwashing. So there you go. Hope you're a little less brainwashed or a little more brainwashed along what I think. And if you're thinking of joining a religion or something, how about you just watch my podcast instead and know that someone's intentionally trying to make you think what they think? So, not really doing that. I wouldn't do that. That wouldn't be nice at all. But yeah, by watching me, you're either undoing brainwashing, which is impossible, or choosing how you're brainwashed. So, till next time, don't hold a copyright to this ending here from Check you later. What the hell, man? Check you later. That's from Dazed and Confused.